All right. Well, thank you guys so much for getting on the behind the scenes team Fit2bFree and learning all about what we do as coaches, what the business is all about, some of our stories, how you can, make money from home doing this, as well as keeping yourself accountable, helping friends and family with their health and fitness goals, and also allowing them to, live a dream life of financial freedom. And this opportunity is really available to anybody. This is not, you don't have to be a fitness person. Quite frankly, when I started this, I had no idea of what it really took to be a Beachbody coach or what a health and fitness coach did. I just knew I needed a change in my life, physically, emotionally, mentally. And I was a stay-at-home mom and I just needed a little bit more. So I'm going to go into a little bit of my story. So again, I am Melanie Einen. I'm a one-star Diamond Beachbody coach. I am the founder and CEO of Team Fit2bFree. And a little bit about me. So, today was one of those crazy days. My 3-year-old seemed to have a chip on his shoulder, but I have a 3-year-old and I have a bun in the oven right now. We're 12 weeks pregnant. So between my mommy brain and my pregnancy brain, some days feel a little crazy. My husband travels a lot for work, so that really leaves me, here being in charge of everything, having a lot of weight on my shoulders. So, I can assure you that if you guys decide to coach, that I will give you the tools and resources that allow me to, manage my time from, pretty much being a single mother at home and, doing everything that it takes to keep the house in order, to raise a child and to run a business. I have a degree in graphic design. I have completed many programs, currently doing 22-minute hardcore all the way to ultimate reset, 3-day refresh. I started my journey with T25. I do have a lot of success with Shakeology, which I'm going to share with you here in a minute. Suffered from anxiety and postpartum depression, which is really what led me into this opportunity. Suffered from emotional eating, which I think a lot of us can relate to. I am officially a clean eater now, 80%, 90% of the time. I have had challenge group success with myself. That's what kind of convinced me to be a coach. It was an atmosphere that I wanted to be in all the time and that I really enjoyed. I had success in 1 year in the business. I have a determined, disciplined mindset, that I know that I want this. I know that, my biggest why is to someday retire my husband early. He travels a lot. He loves his job. He loves what he does, but he doesn't love being away from his family and his son. So, I would love to be able to bring him home one day that he could do something for the same company that doesn't require as much travel. And I have a dream big, never give up attitude. So there is me, 38 weeks pregnant, looking like I have like quadruplets in my stomach. But I had a lot of swelling and I had a 10-pound, 5-ounce baby. So I had a lot of work to do after I had him. Decided to do some Jillian Michaels, got on the bandwagon, fell off the bandwagon, on and off, lost the same 6 pounds, gained it back, did some Weight Watchers. Friend told me about T25. I thought, hey, 25 minutes. That kid naps all day. I can definitely do 25 minutes from my house. Jumped on it, started it. I was one of those people that just bought the program. I didn't buy a challenge pack. And I was a lead for my coach at the time. And she simply reached out to me and was like, oh, you have to hear about this Shakeology and these challenge groups. And I fell in love. I mean, I got into a challenge group without Shakeology right away, which is not our traditional setup. But that's how I started. And I can share a little bit of success here with you guys on what I have had with Shakeology. So for years, I struggled with high cholesterol, high triglycerides, and this was me eating healthy. I was continuing to do Weight Watchers, but still eat like 100-calorie ho-hos, and all the processed foods and Nutri-Grain bars and things that just aren't healthy for you. The Smart Ones meals. I think we've all had those, right? So between clean eating and working out, my blood work got better. But once I incorporated Shakeology, I had lowered my cholesterol by 62 points. I increased my good cholesterol by 5 points. I lowered my bad cholesterol by 50 points. and my triglycerides by 83 points. That's huge. Like, there's some of us that have to go on medication. Unfortunately, my husband's one of them. He's been on cholesterol medication since he's 14. It runs in his family. But there's a big portion of us that don't have to. I mean, I was literally at my doctor's office begging and pleading, I don't want to go on medicine. Like, what else can I do? She's like, you have one more shot. And if not, you have to get on meds. And I thought, I can't get on medication. And hands down, Shakeology changed that for me. I've had blood work done since, and everything is still good. So, I just want you guys to know that whether you're a coach or not at this point, you're going to come in contact with people that need help, from diabetes to high blood pressure to cholesterol and triglycerides. And simply by, teaching them how to eat clean and learn those simple things, you can change someone's life dramatically. So this was kind of like what my life looked like before. I loved my vitamins, spent a ton of money on vitamins, but I was still overweight. I was still unhappy, in denial. I still had high cholesterol. I was trying every supplement under the sun. And when I say supplements, I wanted stuff that didn't have any fillers, any junk, any added artificial anything. So I was paying a ton of money for it. So when I found out Shakeology was literally under $100 a month, it was like a win-win. Like, why would I not want to do this? And that's when I was able to get control of my life. So it's just a little bit about me. So a little bit about Beachbody. It was founded in 1998 by John Congdon and Carl Deichler. If you do decide to coach, you will hear those names at least weekly on our calls. It is a direct marketing company, and they really wanted to come up with an effective solution for weight loss. So you guys can probably think back to the days of hip hop abs, Insanity, P90X, like all those infomercials. They still do that stuff. It's actually a big source of how we get our leads. But they also have recognized that by sharing, and as us as coaches and sharing our stories and helping people, it has been the best way, for their company to help as many people as they can. So as I said, P90X is a big one, Turbo Fire, Chalene Extreme, Body Beast, and one of the new 21-day fixes that's like our top selling go-to program. I think everybody on this call has done 21-day fix. It seems to be like the most popular. Anybody can do a Beachbody program. I mean, there is things everywhere from PIO, which is Pilates and yoga, all the way up to a 1-hour crazy insanity workout. The network of coaches was created, this is 5 years ago. I didn't update that. It's probably more like 7 or 8. Beachbody is a network marketing company, which means you earn through direct and team sales. Hit the next slide here. So you might be asking yourself, what is a coach? What does a coach look like? So these two of our girls here, this is Tanya and Pam from our team. And I want you guys to know, like I said earlier, it's not a fitness expert. We're not personal trainers. We're not all nutritionists. Some people, may have gone forward and gotten their nutrition license or course, but not all of us are at our goal bodies. Some of us are, but a lot of us are a work in progress. We have flaws. We're normal people. We make mistakes, but that's what makes you guys genuine. Sharing your story and talking about you is what makes you relatable and is what really allows you to help people, because you're not selling, you're sharing. There's no selling in this. A person who wants to be healthy, be successful, you want to help others, you're driven, motivated, that you like working out every day and drinking your Shakeology. Now, when I say like working out every day, there's days that I don't want to push play. And I think the other coaches on this team would say, hands down, there's days that it's just, I don't want to do it. But I will say from a coaching standpoint, that is why I have continued to work out every day. If I wouldn't be a coach, I can almost promise you I would have been up. Oh, I'm doing a challenge group. I'm doing really good. Back down. Fall off the wagon for a few months. You know what? Easter was really bad. I think I need to get in touch with Melanie and get in another challenge group again. That would be me. That is my personality. But as a coach, I'm accountable 24/7. I know people are watching me, and coaching is what has changed me from being that roller coaster type of yo-yo dieter to a consistent healthy eater, and clean eating workout person. So I will hand this over to Julie.
I guess this is the part where I unmute myself.
It is. And just let me know when you want to go to your next slide.
Okay, great. Hey, so I am a wife. I'm one of the older coaches on the team that we have here. I'm a mom of 2 grown girls. I am what we would call, I guess, an empty nester, because my girls have moved out of the house now, and so it's just hubby and I. I'm also a retired special educator. I taught in the state of North Carolina for 31 plus years. So I'm in what I would consider my second phase of my life at this point. So when that came around and when I decided to retire, I was like, well, now what am I going to do? So I looked around for other things, other sources of income, other things to do as a retired educator. And I thought for a long time I really wanted to become a real estate agent. So I took some time to get my license and to do things like that, to get all that sealed up, and got into the real estate business and decided that it's not the people business that I thought it was. Showing the houses and talking to people and doing that part of the job I really enjoyed, but the other part of the job was not a people job at all. So I found myself getting to the place where I was getting more and more depressed about what I was going to do next. I really mostly had kind of lost my purpose, my passion for, for people. And I had a passion for special education for 30 years, and I didn't have that anymore. So I needed purpose. And I was the heaviest, at my heaviest ever, and really, really in a really bad funk at that point in my life. And Mel happened to, we connected online, and she found me and asked me if I was interested in becoming a part of a support group for women who wanted to, get healthy and work on themselves. So we joke all the time, and I tell people about this all the time. I never one time when she explained to me what the program was and what was happening, I was so ready and so needed some help that I never once asked her, well, how much is this going to be? What do I have to do? Or I was just like, okay, sign me up. And so I took about 3 months to work on me in those challenge groups. I was a really good challenger. I, showed up every day. I did my exercises every day. I started with 21-day fix, and which is why it's still my favorite, because it literally saved my life. It got me going direction again. And the routines, the fitness workouts, I could handle that. I had not exercised in probably 10 plus years. And I went from couch potato to exercising, to working out. So when we tell people, and I can tell people, from experience that, 21-day fix is for everyone, because I knew where I was when I started the program, and anyone can get off the couch and do this program, which is why I love it so much. So anyway, so Mel kept asking me while I was in those groups, hey, do you want to coach? You'd be really good at this. You're a really good challenger. You'd be a really good coach. And I was like, no. I got to work on me. So I took time to work on me. So finally in December of 2014, I was convinced that this program was so phenomenal and was able to help me feel so much better about myself in just such a short amount of time, that I wanted to help other women feel the same thing that I had felt. So that's why I decided to become a coach. And that was in late December of 2014. So I really started getting rolling January of 2015. You can see there on the screen all the different programs that I've done. I have lost a little over 50 pounds at this point, and about 28 total inches all over. The reason why I decided to coach, in the beginning was all about helping other women. And it still is about that. That's really one of my biggest whys of why I am a coach. But just because I know that it's so easy, especially for women my age, it's so easy to put yourself at the bottom of your to-do list all the time. We as women have a tendency to want to help everybody else around us first and then us last. And we forget the, I always use the analogy, but the airplane analogy about the the oxygen mask. You know, they always tell you to put the oxygen mask on yourself first before you help anybody else. But as women, we have a tendency to try to help everybody around us. So we need to work on us first, and then we're going to be better for everybody around us. And I am at that place where I really want to try to get, help other women get that mindset. So that's one of my whys. My other why is, my husband, a couple of years ago, before I got in the business, one of the reasons that we retired and moved to the mountains here in Nashville, he actually blew his aorta, and he almost died. They flew him by helicopter to the hospital in Charlotte, North Carolina, from where we lived, and had major open heart surgery, and actually not open heart, open chest. They call it open heart, but anyway, they put a Dacron hose, kind of like a fire hose, around his aorta to save his life. So, we kind of reprioritized and made us start thinking about what we were doing with our lives. And in that process, we accumulated tons and tons of medical debt. So one of my ways out from under the medical debt is to do this business. As a retiree, I could have worked as a real estate agent. That was one thing I thought that was going to get me that extra money to, get out from under that debt. It wouldn't happen nearly quick enough. So that is the other reason that, this is such an important business to me, in terms of being able to relieve that pressure from us, and being able to take him to places. His longevity has clearly been cut simply, from his medical experience that he's had. And we have plans, we have travel plans, we have places and, bucket list things that we need to get done. And, quite frankly, it's going to take money to do that. So that's the other reason that I'm here coaching, is so that we can get him to, mark some of those things off of his bucket list. So while we have the time to do it. And Mel, you can go to the next slide. I think it just shows a couple pictures, but really the other thing is, I want to continue to be a motivator for women. I want to continue to show my two girls, and you see them there. I want to show them that at any age of your life, any stage of your life, you can shift. You can take a turn and do other things that you've not necessarily planned or had on your list of things to do. If you work hard and set goals. So that's another reason why I'm coaching and why I'm here, and why we're looking to have other people join the team.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Julie. And, Julie's had a lot of success, as she said, with these programs. I've watched her through her whole journey from, sign up to deciding to coach, all the way through hammer and chisel and 22-minute hardcore, which is, it's awesome to see her go through, you think 22-minute hardcore is like, someone has to be, 21 years old. Julie has set that standard that these programs, if you're set, like you're determined and, you want to try it, you can do it. I mean, I'm 12 weeks pregnant right now, and I'm able to do the programs, modify them, of course, because jumping in certain things are a little crazy, but it's all in your mindset. And, if you want to do these workouts and you want to change, you can do it. And I think Julie's been a very good example of that. So thank you very much. So a few things. You get rewards for helping others. So there's everything from leadership retreats that our team hosts that's specific for our team, to programs that Beachbody does, which is Success Starters. You get a ticket to Summit, which is our big annual trip. This year it's in Nashville. And that's if you decide to coach and it's your first 3 months, you hit Success Club. And I'll just touch on this really simple here, but Success Club is basically helping 3 people. So in those first 3 months, if you're able to help 3 people each month, you get a free ticket to Summit. It's Beachbody's way of recognizing you as, a hardworking coach right off the bat. And you can still go to Summit. If you don't hit those goals, you would just pay for a ticket. Punta Cana, which is our Success Club trip in March of 2017. I can't even believe I'm saying 2017. It feels like it should be 2015. Each year there's a Success Club trip, and, you are rewarded based on your Success Club points, and you can earn cruise dollars. I say cruise dollars because it was just a cruise, trip dollars. And this year it will be in Punta Cana. There's 2 different weeks, and it's going to be at the Hard Rock Cafe. So just an awesome, all-inclusive paid trip to enjoy. I did mention Coach Summit. That's in Nashville this year. That is our big training, workout. I don't even know how to describe it. It's, I listened to our national wake-up call today that was on Monday. It's a weekly call that we have. And I can't even remember the girl's name. But she signed up to coach. And she's like, I'm just going to go to Summit because maybe I'll see a celebrity to work out with and get some free, like workout swag and access to some cool Beachbody stuff that I wouldn't get if I was going. She went and she fell in love. I mean, I tell even any of our discount coaches, if you like Beachbody products and you're in the mindset to better yourself every day, even if you're not fully coaching, you should be at Summit. If you are a coach that's working the business, you absolutely should be at Summit because it just blew my mind last year. The support, the motivation, the positivity in every area that we were in was wonderful. So I know Julie, Chastity, and I went last year and we had a great time. And I know Pam's going to be joining us this year from Canada. So it's going to be an epic experience. And so is Iris. She'll be coming from Maryland or Delaware. So training events, we do host all different types of training events. There's Super Saturdays, which is what these pictures were taken from. And that is done quarterly from Beachbody. Our next one is August 6th. So they are basically a one-day event. There could be a celebrity trainer, just tons of information from Beachbody. You get a great workout, just another awesome rally event to get everybody together and get some good Beachbody training. So I know you guys are all asking, how do I make money? So I will simply tell you guys, this is your business. I can't make the money for you. You are your own boss. You're your own CEO. You can come in here and say, look, all I want to do is really just be a discount coach, which is getting your Shakeology paid for. And, maybe you're helping out a cousin or someone that comes to you every so often. Maybe you want to be a hobby coach. That's, you have a full-time job, maybe somewhere else. You love the products, you enjoy sharing it, and you want a little extra income to maybe go on a family vacation, to pay for Christmas in cash, to maybe pay off a credit card. You can come and say, hey, I want to be a business builder. That simply means you're all in. That simply means, you want to build a life of freedom. You want to completely be your own boss. You want to leave your own job. You want to go all in. So no one has to make the decision today, but those are those three different levels. And some people start out just as I want to be a hobby coach and then eventually say, you know what? I really like this. I want to be a business builder. So don't think that you have to choose something right away. You earn 25% commission on everything that's purchased through the site. You earn commission from challenge packs, and there's all different kinds of bonuses. So cycle bonuses and team bonuses. And, that's where you really start to make your money, when you're building your team and building your brand and, signing people up as coaches and getting those different bonuses that Beachbody has to offer. You also get the 25% discount on the products as well, which is awesome. So you might be asking yourself, what is Team Fit2bFree? We are a group of coaches within the Beachbody network, and we're in the #1 team out of 400,000 coaches in the network. So this is primarily a women-driven business, but there's many successful men in this as well. So when you look at some of these pictures, you might go, where are all the dudes at? There's a few, but there's some guys that are very successful in this business. So we are, moms, we're stay-at-home moms, single moms, military wives, daughters, fathers. Heck, there was just a doctor the other day that quit her job to be a Beachbody coach. So I don't want you guys to ever think that this opportunity isn't for anybody. Lawyers, I've heard of lawyers, cops, quitting their jobs and coming here. We're passionate, we're driven, we're successful, we're a fit family, and we are motivated. And we have a solid system in place. Like I said earlier, if you decide to coach, your upline coach and I, myself, and my upline, there are so many trainings, so much support, so much motivation that, I can assure you that I did my homework before I signed up. Like, I had a family member that was a Beachbody coach, and she didn't approach me about coaching, but I could tell she didn't have the support. She was not on a team that supported her. She was not on a team that gave her the tools and resources to be successful in her business. So I want you guys to know that regardless of, who your coach is, you have all those resources in our upline. We are a part of the Dream Team, which is the #1 team in Beachbody. So what can you expect from us? How are we a little bit different than other teams? We have push groups, which if you're looking to be all in and push your business forward, we run groups to help you with that. We have team building trainings and retreats. We have close support for our coaches. We have our weekly team calls, which allows you to get information, support, tips, how to grow your business. We have guest speakers on those calls, and we have leadership training. So there's no pressure to sell. Remember, I said sharing, not selling. You can be a discount coach, and you're a business owner. So you're asking now, how do I make it official? So if you have not purchased a challenge pack, there's different ways that you can do this, but the best option is to purchase a Beachbody challenge pack, because your coaching fee of $39 is waived. So that, challenge pack is simply a workout program plus Shakeology. So you can talk to your coach about that if you have any questions. There is a military discount. So if you are military, thinking off the top of my head, I don't do a lot with military, but my cousin, who was honorably discharged for a bad back, he's able to get the military discount. I'm 99% sure it does not apply to veterans, unfortunately. But active military or honorably discharged, there's no monthly $15.95 fee for them. So all you would have is your challenge pack fee of what you choose, which is your workout and Shakeology or Beachbody Performance Line, depending on what you choose, and a $15.95 monthly coaching fee. That gets you access to everything, access to a back office that's taking care of your payroll, that's taking care of the software that's keeping everything organized for your customers, for your coaches, for your downline of coaches. So you can talk to your coach who invited you if you want to get a challenge pack or sign up to be a coach. If you simply, for whatever reason, you don't have the money to do the challenge pack, and I've had coaches that are like, I just don't, I can't afford that. Obviously it's the ideal way to sign up, but you can sign up, pay the $40 coaching fee to get yourself jump started, but you eventually want to get that challenge pack and then you get your $40 back. So your coach can talk to you about those different options. So in the next 24 hours, the person who invited you here will follow up and ask you, what did you like about the presentation? Does Team Beachbody feel like a fit that could help you achieve your goals? Whether it's financially, emotionally, physically, or which option appeals to you, coach or a customer? So I would like you guys to think about, what can becoming a coach do for you? You've heard my story, you've heard Julie's story, you've seen our other coaches' successes that they've had with being accountable and losing weight in challenge groups. Who can you help? Think about your friends, your family. I had a friend the other day that posted on his timeline that he's sick and tired of feeling the way he's feeling, and I reached out to him. I'm able to help him. What are your goals and dreams? So I want you guys to dream big and think about your call to action and why you would want to be a Beachbody coach. For me, it's my family, it's my husband, it's my son. It's the accountability for myself to better myself every single day. There's one thing I didn't mention, and it's called personal development. Beachbody has this thing called 4 Vital Behaviors, and it's what they want you to do every single day to be a successful Beachbody coach. And personal development is something I never did before. It's, something that really helped my postpartum depression. It's something that I do every single day, whether it's business related or right now I'm doing a book to figure out how to get in the brain of a 3-year-old. So it's stuff that I never had time to fit into my schedule before, but I make time now because it makes me a better person. And being a Beachbody coach has allowed me to be a better mother, a better wife. It has allowed me to manage my time better and keep my priorities straight. So, I'm thankful for this opportunity to work from home and to help others and to keep myself accountable and to, my husband and son both drink the shakes, which is awesome. So sneaking in those veggies for both of them. So, I'm very thankful for that. So if you guys have any questions, I'm going to open this up here for some questions at the end. Jessica, I think I actually had to mute you. So I'm going to unmute you if you have questions. Does anybody have any questions? Or any coaches want to add anything or put anything else out there? Let me see here. Okay, just looking at the chat thing. You guys all good? Everybody's good? All right, well, awesome. I thank you guys so much for being on the call tonight. I know there's a few people that couldn't make it. I'm going to, once this recording closes up, I'm going to add it to that events page. And anybody that wants to see it, will be there for them, okay? So I look forward to seeing you guys, hopefully either in a challenge group or in a Coach Basics group. So if anybody that joins coaching, we actually have a Coach Basics group kicking off May 30th, just about a week and a half. And that is a 2-week training of the ins and outs of where to find some of the resources. We'll have 2 calls in that and just basically giving you the tools for you to get set up to be a coach. So I look forward to talking with you guys. All right. You guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for your time. See ya.
Thank you.
Thank you.